So we've got the nearly end of season awards, okay? So first of all, we need the player of the season.
That's tough, that. There's so many. There's so many. You could choose so many.
I would say Isaac. He's been amazing.
He's played about half the
Because
season.
he's been injured, but then when he's been back, he's been mint.
I'll go Bruno. He's just class. He's world class. There's so
I'll
many.
say Isaac.
Okay,
We'll go,
yeah.
yeah.
Goal of the season.
I want to make
Shaw's right at the start was decent, like, right at the
the
start of
first
the
game of
season.
the season.
Yeah.
I don't know, just from
Really
recency bias, I'm going to go for the Willock assist to Isaac. I love that. That was sexy.
Moment of the season.
I feel like just the vibe right now when top four is kind of...
It's in reach.
It's looking very plausible.
Exciting future.
No, it wasn't in it.
Yeah. Who's the attacker of the season?
Isaac?
Jacob Murphy, of course.
I know. We'll take him in. We'll take him in.
Midfielder, best midfielder of the season.
I love all of them, but Bruno, I would say.
I've seen Willock the other day, so I've got to see Willock like this.
Yeah.
He stalked Willock into a chip shop.
Defender of the season.
Burn.
Dan Burn. Yeah. Why Dan Burn?
Just amazing. I love his dance moves as well.
I would say Shaw.
Shaw,
Very underrated, good centre back.
So the the next one's keeper. So it's pretty obvious that it's Pope. So instead of asking that, we'll say who was number 2 goalkeeper if everyone's fit.
Dubravka. I'll go Dubravka.
I seen him yesterday, to be fair.
Yeah.
He's mint. He's class. He's class. I love him.
Yeah.
Will he be around next season? Do you think, or will he want to be pushing for?
I would happily have him as my number 2.
He's a very
decent for a long
solid
period of
number
time.
2, so I'll take him there.
Would he like to stay? Do you reckon, or do you reckon he can push on and be number 1 somewhere else? He wanted to move to Man U.
He went to Man United. He's come back now. You see him in the team photos after the game. He looks like he's happy. If he wants to stay and be number 2 and fight when it could be available, I'm happy with that.
What's the best match of the season been?
That's difficult. I like
the Tottenham one.
game.
I don't know. There's a lot to
20
choose
minutes in,
from,
what was it,
but
like 4-0?
I'll never forget that. That was incredible.
Is the signing of the season now?
I'm not going.
Isaac.
Isaac?
I think he's top quality, and he's going to keep showing that.
He's going to be amazing. World class in the future.
Yeah.
If not now.
Who's the flop of the season?
Gordon.
Gordon? Yeah. You've only seen little bits of him. You're not been impressed?
He's a house. I don't even like him. I'm sorry, Gordon, but I need to see.
Do you reckon that could change, or what?
It could change, but the way I'm feeling now, it's just how it is.
I feel like we're overpaid for him as well, but we could come good. We'll see.
What valuation would you say he was worth? Because obviously, there was Chelsea were linked with him, a few other teams. What would you say his valuation
25.
is? 25?
20, 25.
I mean, it's been doing it.
We'll see. Prove us wrong.
Yeah.
Prove us wrong.
Young player of the season. Not really seen too many.
Yeah.
Does Willock count as young?
Who?
Willock, does he count as young?
He's 22, 23. We'll go Willock. Does that
Probably
kind of
borderline,
count? Elliot's been alright.
What's your thought with him?
With
Anderson.
when he should have had that goal in Forest.
Robbed.
He showed good little glimpses. Hopefully, get some more game time.
What would you do with him next season? Would you loan him out, or do you reckon because we've got European football potentially?
We'll need him in the squad. I think we'll need some
depth, I would
players.
say, so.
And where would you play him? We've seen him on the wing. We've seen him in centre midfield. He did seem to struggle in the cup a little bit, but when he was out on the wing, he seemed a lot better.
Aye, yeah. Either or. We'll play him in weaker games as well to see where he flourishes and just try to implement him off the bench when we can.
Who's your surprise of the season? Murphy, yeah.
You know what?
I've
been slating him for years.
I love
And
Murphy.
to be fair, I love him. Now,
He's just so passionate about the club as well. I
he's
just
got
love
a
him.
good personality, aye.
He's a bit of a shithouse as well.
I love him though. He's like,
Most improved player. Could be a few.
Fraser, help us out here.
most improved.
Most improved. Jacob Murphy, maybe.
That is true as well.
Yeah, it's just we never saw out from him, but now we see his work rate.
Passionate
In
about
this
the club,
system,
he's
he
everything.
plays well.
He just loves the club.
He's keeping Almiron out of the team today.
Has he saved with a transfer? Because some people might have been looking at him thinking, oh, get him out and get someone else in. Do you reckon?
That was me. But now I would definitely keep him in the squad. I don't know if he'd necessarily be a starter, but I would like to have him around.
Good bench player, yeah?
Oh,
Is that where
definitely.
you see him, yeah?
Yeah.
What's the player of the season?
Definitely Bruno.
Bruno, yeah?
Bruno! Longstaff.
Longstaff, and why Longstaff?
Because he was underrated, a local lad, and he's come good.
Yeah. What's the goal of the season?
Oh, so many to pick from.
It is, isn't it?
But I think Isaac's Leon,
Yeah, the assist.
the assist with that goal, although the tap in was simple, the build-up was fantastic.
Yeah.
Me, There's that many to pick from, honestly.
Especially in recent memory.
I know, you've just put us on the line. There's that many to pick from. I can't really. There's been some spectacular goals, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know.
What's the best attacker of the season? That's wingers as well as striker, yeah?
Callum Wilson, I think he's been great.
Wilson, yeah.
I think he's been great.
Isaac.
Isaac, yeah, so literally opposite of opinions. Why would you say Wilson?
His performances to me are just spot on, and he's with the club, and he just supports it all the way.
Who's going to be our number one striker next season?
Isaac.
Isaac, yeah.
I think it'll be a dual one between the two of them. I think both of them will get equal time.
Yeah, we've got more matches next season.
Yeah,
Presumably,
definitely with Europe and
Too many to come, I think.
Yeah. And who's the best midfielder?
Bruno.
Bruno?
Or definitely or Linton.
Yeah.
Big
Yeah,
duo.
Linton's
Yeah,
had a
but
good
you
one.
give it,
No.
who would you give it to? You give it
Nah, 50-50. I think they're just marvellous, the two of them. Spot on.
best defender of the season.
Oh, definitely Trip, innit? Even Botman.
could be a few,
You know what I mean?
Just,
Who are you going for then? Who are you going for?
I'm
You're
a
on the
Trip.
fence
I
again.
got my little Trip.
Trip, yeah.
I'll go for Shaw
Shaw, yeah. Why Shaw as well?
because he's an intelligent full in centre half. He plays the ball well and he's laid on quite a few goals by good passes.
And then the next one's keeper. Presumably that's obviously Nick Pope. So what we'll ask you instead is who, when everyone's fit, is our number 2 keeper?
Number 2 keeper.
We've only got Bravnik, haven't we?
But the Bravka, we've got Cassius, we've got Darlow still, Carrius.
I think Darlow would be pushing it, but now I think he's away to Hull. I think he'd be away.
Yeah. So who do you say was number 2 is next season?
To Bravnik.
I think he'll stick around?
I think so. I think they may buy somebody else in.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Who would you go for? Like a younger one that can learn a little bit.
Going for little arms there. What's that?
What's the moment of the season?
Five goals in first 20
Spurs,
minutes.
yeah.
Every home game, it's just been absolutely
Yeah.
brilliant.
Who's been the signing of the season?
Isaac.
Isaac.
Aye.
Is he becoming the value of? It was a very. It was a large fee.
He's got a lot more to come from him. Like.
What sort of potential does he have? How far can he go in a toon top?
I think
Gone out the way if he stops. You know, but I
You've
think
been likened with Henry. What do you think? That's a bit high praise, or?
give him a chance, but he's getting there. I just hope we can keep these players.
Yeah.
Which, do you know what I mean? Because there's going to be people out there, the bigger clubs, the Barcelonas or whatever. They're going to be watching our players, and we need to keep these. And
does that worry you? Because obviously we've been under Mike Ashley, who sold anyone as soon as it got good. But these owners seem like they're building a team. Everyone seems happy playing for them.
I back the owners to a tilt.
Yeah.
They're doing absolutely spot on, but people and money can't turn eyes. And there is bigger clubs than Newcastle out there at the time being.
But I think the fact that he's got such a good team spirit and everybody seems to be valued, I think they'll stay. And now, especially now going to Europe and all the more games to play. You know?
How will we do in Europe, do you reckon?
I think we could surprise a lot of teams.
What does that mean, though? How do you reckon?
I think we'll play well, but it's difficult to say how far we'll get.
Very difficult. Obviously, we'll have got a small squad compared to some.
Do we need? How many players do you reckon we need in the summer then?
They're after four. Right?
Four,
That's
do you
what
reckon?
four's the rumours, and you don't want to bring too many in because you don't want to spoil the team spirit that's obviously there. You know.
Yeah.
And I think we'll have overachieved this season.
Yeah.
So next season should just be.
But my chance of being called up for a first team now have gone out the window.
You're not getting cut.
Nah.
What's the flop of the season? Difficult to choose, but flop.
The flop.
Don't think we've had one.
I can say one, but I can't remember what it was. The flop. Well,
No, I couldn't see.
oh, the Villa. I would say Villa.
Villa, yeah.
We just didn't turn up, did we?
Oh, you mean as
You
a
know?
team performance?
Oh well, no, I didn't. But we'll go with that one. That's the worst performance. What would you say? What player's been the?
Didn't turn up.
Yeah. What player's been the flop of the season?
I wouldn't give any flops on that team.
No.
No.
I don't think anybody has been.
Yeah, can't argue with that. Surprise of the season.
Sure.
Sure.
Sure. And I think Longstaff has been
Longstaff,
how
yeah.
much he's progressed.
Yes,
You know, he's
Has he progressed the most? Because there's been a few.
Yeah, I think he probably has because the manager had faith in him. He stuck by him, and he said how important he is to the team. So it's obviously built his confidence up.
Willock's come on great again, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's starting to bang them up again.
Yeah.
Who's your player of the season?
Player of the season? I've lost Shawnee Longstaff for me.
Longstaff,
Shaw's been outstanding.
Missed him today again, or Not in the end, but at the first.
We did miss him long because of his legs and the amount of work there that he puts in.
Goal of the season.
Goal of the season. I think Miggy's away to Fulham.
Yeah.
That was outstanding. That was just something else, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What a hit.
Moment of the season.
Moment of the season. I think the whole thing's been a moment of the season, hasn't it? It's been outstanding, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Best attacker of the season. So that's wingers or striker.
Isak.
Isak,
Oh yeah, and he's just going to get better, isn't he? He's just. I mean, that how phenomenal was that against Everton the other night? I think I've watched it about 300 times, and I still look. It gets better and better every time you watch it.
The defender dancing.
I think Coleman's still spinning yet, isn't he?
Best midfielder.
Best man, Bruno.
Bruno,
Yeah.
hands down.
Hands down.
Yep.
Yeah, he's just different class.
Best defender.
Best defender, Sven Botman for me.
Yeah. And then keeper's obviously Pope. So what we'll do is we'll ask when everyone's fit, who's second keeper, second choice.
Carries for his hair.
Do you reckon he'll be
He's sort of chiseled look, innit?
in on looks? What about him and Dubravka? How do you see the number 2 situation going into next? Do you reckon Dubravka will stick around, or will Carries be with number 2, or we'll get someone else?
I think we could possibly go for somebody else. I tell you what, I like the goalkeeper at Brighton. I think Carries will go, and I think Dubravka. I don't particularly know that if he wants to be here.
He just doesn't like to be number 2. That's why he left for Man U.
Which fair enough, you know what I mean. You want to be. At the end of the day, if a goalkeeper wants to be number 1, doesn't he? Yeah. So I can see what possibly maybe he's going for somebody else. Maybe he's younger.
Yeah. Best match performance of the season.
Best match performance, probably them first 21 minutes against Tottenham last week.
Yep. Signing of the season.
Signing of the season. It has to be Botman, isn't it? Yeah, for me.
Most improved player. There's a few for this one.
Miguel Moran, Murphy.
Yeah, who are you going for?
It's Murph's actually, to be fair. Murph's he's been outstanding.
Best young player.
Best young player. The Geordie Maradona, isn't it? Elliot Anderson, man. Oh yeah, come on.
We've not really seen too much of him this season. What would you do if you were Eddie Howe? Would you loan him out next season? Would you get him in because he'll be playing more games? What would your tactic be with him?
I think I would just keep him and just keep nurturing him the way he is, you know. To be honest, I can't wait to see what he's going to do with young Karan Kool from the young Australian guy. It'll be quite interesting to see what he does with him next year.
Have you been following him while he's been in Scotland?
Yeah, unfortunately he just hasn't had the game time, has he?
Yeah. But with Anderson, what is his best position? We've seen him a couple of times, central midfield, he's been on the wing. What would you...
He looks pretty good on the wing, doesn't he? He
got that goal.
Which is such a shame for him, you know. I mean, the thing is, he's quite versatile, so you can play him whenever, can't you?
Who's your player of the season?
Joelinton.
Joelinton. Why Joelinton?
Because nowadays he's just an absolute machine. He's took all that for the last 2 years, but nowadays he's pulled his socks up and he's just nailed on. He's asked what other managers like Steve Bruce hasn't asked of him. He's been playing on the left lately, and he's doing the business. Playing in the middle, runs the show, and nowadays he's got a heart of a lion. Nowadays I actually love him. I would actually let him have an affair with me woman if I had one.
What's his best position, do you think?
Centre midfield.
Centre mid, yeah.
He's a dynamic. He wins everything. Do you know what it is? He's got a heart of a lion. Like I said, he's amazing.
Yeah. What's the goal of the season?
Miggy's.
Which one?
Which one was it? No, it's got to be.
Volleyed over the keeper?
Aye.
Yeah.
But in fact, no. Do you know what his goal of the season? Just a simple tapping against Everton the other night. Murphy.
Yeah.
You know what it is? For a kid who's had knee confidence, he's just knuckle doing, he's grafted, he's grabbed us. Yeah. When he's asked to step up, he's stepped up and he does the business. Yeah.
What's the match performance of the season as well?
It's got to be Man United, hasn't it?
Man U, yeah.
Lie.
Best defender?
The Rolls Royce, isn't it?
Botman?
Aye.
Yeah, there's a few could have
The Rolls Royce. Could be Shaw,
yeah.
But Botman just gets a slight edge on him.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's all right.
But
Midfielder? Joelinton?
No. Well, he's Joelinton, but I tell you what, you've got to get a little shout out for Sean Longstaff as well, by the way.
Yeah.
Because no one ever covers the miles he covers. He's a grafter.
Missed him when he wasn't in the team as well.
Well, look at Aston Villa. Yeah. Aston Villa missed him totally. Everyone's going, oh, this kid from North Shields. Not he's from Walker or somewhere like that. He's a but nowadays he's a grafter.
Yeah. And then best attacker as well.
It's got to be and that man Isak.
Yeah. Is he the best signing of the season?
Of course he is, man. He's a snip at 63 million, isn't he?
What's his potential? How far can he go, do you reckon?
What was Thierry Henry?
You put him in that bracket?
Easy.
The journalists have put it this week.
Easy. He's easy. What Thierry Henry was doing, and Thierry, he took a little bit of time to get into his gear in there also.
Yeah.
But this man is out. He's a real deal, this kid.
Was it the best assist of the season?
Best assist?
Is that it?
Joe Willock.
Joe Willock, yeah. What's the flop of the season? It's probably hard to choose one at Newcastle.
Yeah, can you?
There's got to be. Who would you put in?
Listen, these lads come in, they've done a job. Yeah. And do you know what it is? They wore the shirt with pride. And that's all we asked for, yeah? We never expected this, you know. Yeah. All we wanted is someone who wears that badge on their shirt. And we want someone who tries. We're not used to winning every week, man. All we want is a bit of passion, a bit of heart. And that's all we want. Yeah.
And what's your surprise of the season? Your player who surprised you?
Joe Willock.
Joe Willock, yeah. Did you not rate him last season? He's really...
No, listen, he come with a 20-odd million price tag. But you know what it is? The Vardy signings have come in and he's grafted. Yeah. And do you know what it is? Yes, he's grafted. But do you know what it is? Every single one of them in that squad should be proud of themselves. They're amazing. Now it is, I'm going to start crying in there because that's how much I love them.
Who's most improved, rather?
Jacob Murphy.
Murphy, yeah.
He's come in and he's stood up, and do you know what it is? He's pulled his socks up and he's grafted, and do you know what it is? Fair play to him. Because he knows everyone, not one player there will guarantee to be there next. Everyone's fighting for places next season. But that laddie he's happy to be there, and do you know what it is? That's a million. That's, honestly, it's amazing.
And then the last question is, who do you want in the summer? One transfer. Who's your number
Declan
one?
Rice.
Declan Rice.
Get Declan Rice up, yeah.
Do you reckon we could get him? Can we like 100 million?
Right, chicken fried rice. Get him up, yeah.
Perfect. Thank you very much, fella. Legend. Class.